Previously on Surviving Sliptopia.
Look at this great deal. 10 gravel and 1 emerald for 3 pieces of flint. So I'm glad that the elevator's working. I'm bummed that the chunk errors are happening. It really makes the game visually displeasing. Later Sunday we should have a little bit more stuff. The updated texture pack, hopefully, and world download ready for you guys as well. What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and I has ice. So I came out here, brought my Silk Touch pick with me, and I've been watching everybody's cool Let's Plays and stuff that's been going on the interwebs, the goods and the bads, and Ethos built this, so I said, you know, that's a hell of a nice idea, and I have a hard time. I want to be original, but I got to be honest with you guys. It's hard to follow some of these guys because they make good stuff that works. So this is a 16 by 16 like ice maker. It's pretty straightforward how it works, but I will harvest here and show you. Also, did you guys notice? Ermagerd, the frickin' enchanted weapons, enchanted everything work way better now. It's kind of amazing how good they work. So, benefits of 1.3. I'm trying to see the positives, and see the... Oh, that's good! See, and that's why it's so great that 1.3 is out, because... I can't even believe that the gods of Minecraft just did that to me. I'm trying not to poo-poo on the update, and you crap on my positivity. Thank you so much. But oh yeah, I can't place bread there. But yeah, so this is what I made, and it works real good. It does take a pretty significant amount of time for the ice to freeze. You gotta kind of AFK out here for a while, but and be very, very careful around your pistons. I did place wood down below here just because it's a little more resistant to tools. I can actually touch it with my Silk Touch pick and not have it get harvested. So I think we're gonna have a little bit of trouble here because when we head home, I think it's gonna be night, and we're about 200-ish blocks west of where the canvas is, so it's gonna be a little bit of an adventure. But look at that. Ki. Pretty GD awesome. And that final block finally froze over there, so we're good to go there. Alright, so it should be 256, 4 stacks. Yeah, 4 stacks of ice per harvest, as you can see there. So it's well worth the wait, you know. And what you do is you just place source blocks in that 16 by 16 pattern. I just put some really simple redstone up here. And then these half slabs covering the water are what stop it from freezing. So if you weren't awares. And then what you do, let me see if I can do this from up here. Oh yeah? What do you think of Bane of Anthropods 4 there, big guy? Big guy. One of them. And this will create all source blocks inside of this space. Like so. There you go. And then you just shut her off. And it'll start to freeze after a minute. See, there you can see right there. What's that? Optifine? Yeah, Optifine 1.3.1 beta is released. If you go to the Optifine, thanks very much to my buddy Scruff for showing me the link to it, but it's actually really confusing. It's in the 1.2.5 forum on the Minecraft.net. If you go there, it will have 1.3.1. So, I have a little bit of a journey ahead of me. I think maybe I'll take you with me. Yeah, what up, buddy? What up, the undead? This could be bad. This could be bad. And I have it lit up a little bit. But, yeah, if you go to the forums there, it's a beta that they're releasing. Now, for me, it's completely stable and I haven't had any problems. It's increased my performance. It's done everything that Optifine did for me previously. I have had no issues. So I know that my buddy Scruff had some trouble installing it manually and had to use the Magic Launcher to install it. I actually decided not to do that. I like the manual install better. So I manually installed it. Make sure you have a clean .jar. If you've MC patched your .jar, it's not going to work when you put in Optifine. You've got to have a completely clean jar file to get this to work. So you can do that by just forcing an update in the Minecraft launcher. When you force that update, it recreates the original jar file for you, so you have a clean 1.3, and then you can put in Optifine, and it will work. But alright, there's another portal, so we're good to go there. And also for you guys, I talked about updating the texture pack that I use, and getting a world download going, and I deliver on my promise. I actually did do that. So in the description of my channel page, pardon me, I'm going to mute the mic. In the description of my channel page, I had an emergency cough. But in the description of the channel page, you'll see now there's a download link for ForShared for the John Smith version 9.5 S. The S is for Slip. And there also is the Sliptopia world download. So you can get both of those and get them updated now. I've been trying to not release the John Smith texture pack. Like, I've just been trying to release my train files so that I'm not ripping off the texture pack. But what the hell? I'm trying to talk to the people. Ki, 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 Ki. Come on, bring it. 360 no-scoped you right in the head. So, yeah, I've been trying not to release the John Smith pack because I didn't make the pack, but it's getting harder and harder to release it in pieces because I have to edit so many of them to get them all to work. Like, to get this stone to work, it's one texture pack, or one texture file. To get the glass to work, it's another texture file. To get the clouds the way I like them, and to get the sun to the original, it's other deletions that you have to do. In order to do all of these different things, I have to edit the texture pack. I can't just do the train file. And so I've released the John Smith 9.5S. Hello, cats. I thought the cats looked good over here because they were naughty again and came and teleported here to me. But yeah, let's take a look at something else here real quick because I want to show you. I am recording. I am looking down. It is working. I do not understand why it did not work before. But yeah. Also, thing and stuff number 4 that I have to talk to you about today. Fixing humongous and ridiculously massive chunk errors in your world. I noticed and was given the tip by Woolly Creeper to go into your video settings and turn OpenGL off, and that has significantly decreased the amount of errors that I've had. So I've been busy today. There's been a bunch of stuff going on, and I thought I'd take you guys kind of on a tour of what ice has done for us. I know, guys, I know. I have bad news to tell you as well. So we have some bad news to talk about, but I'm going to wait on the bad news until the end of the episode just because I don't want to bum everybody out. But there is something kind of bummery that happened, and it was a bummer. The bummery thing that happened was a bummer. But we'll talk about it later. It's not, it's sad. So we have the cathedral now. I'm going to come back and talk about that in a minute. But I wanted to show you kind of what I had come up with in the park. And remember, if you remember this is a memorial park, and I have to kind of make a memorial in here somewhere. That's interesting that you spawned in water. I really find that hard to believe that you just happened to be over here and spawned in water. Maybe that's where he came from. So I showed you the little bridge that I had made, and what I did this afternoon is came out here and put a gazebo together. And I think it's pretty cool. I always kind of feel like my stuff could be a bit better, but this is a gazebo. and it's kind of in memorial of 125. So I have an emerald block now. I've done a bunch of trading and I got a stack of emeralds already. So emerald challenge achievement, get emeralds, big time, conquered. So I think it kind of looks nice. It's a nice little area, and you can come down here and relax, and we can remember our dog Cobble. I do have another x-ray machine over here, and I spent a bunch of time today over in this area just lighting all of that up. And believe it or not, if you look at all of this, like, look at how much dark space there is over there. That took like 2 hours. I mean, it took 2 hours. That's gonna 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. There's a lot of lighting up to do. So that'll keep me busy. And I actually kind of decided that that's kind of my project that I'm going to do while off camera the most. How do you spawn there? How is that possible? What is happening to my world? But yeah, my project to do while you guys aren't around is to go down and light up caves and stuff, and that's fun for me to do. And we can do some caving too, but yeah, so I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's not as detailed as some other people's builds that are amazing that I watch. You know who you are. Also, got a ton of cow and pig, and while I've been doing all this different work, because I've added... Yeah, that's annoying. Because I've added ice to a bunch of things, and we're going to go and show you. But as I've been adding ice and doing different work with it, I've kept coming out here and breeding and slaughtering. And so actually now I have a good amount of meat. Pretty excited to start eating meat. And I'm going to be using some builds to do some automation over here. But it's just, I tell you, there's automation. Oh, good. Guess my ladders ran out. But looting 3 gives you so much on these guys when you kill them with the looting 3 sword. Enderman! Enderman! Ender girl! Yeah, I think she's gone. Whew. Enderman. It was an Ender girl, and I think she was eyeballing my meat. So, I guess I gotta go back to the altar and give him some more ladders, but let's go ahead and check out the cathedral first, and I'll show you what's gone on there. I did do some changes, and I made it so that I can AFK at it now. And I think you guys will think it's kind of neat. I think it's nice. So I just have a little collection area right here, and you do have to kind of get on it in a nice way. You kind of have to be right here. But as long as I'm right here, everything flows right into where you're standing there. And it's just real easy, you know, to get across and get over it. And I have the water sources back in this area. And if you take a look down below here, it's actually ice that I put underneath there. And even though there is water above it, the impact is great enough that the mobs still die on impact. DOI. So there you can hear the spawner under there. But yeah, so I got that done. I can AFK at it now, and I like that I can do that, and I should have done that from the beginning. I was just kind of daunted by the diagonality, if that's a word, of the way that the water had to flow diagonally, and I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to work. So yeah, now we can sit here for a second, and you can see we got some mobs coming up, and we'll wait for them to fall. Collect their stuffs, so we have all the stuffs we need. So over here on the pumpkin and melon farm, I also have added some ice to the mix, and although it's not as impressive because not so many items come out, check it out. I mean, it is neat that they come at you that fast. Like, that's just cool, right? Ice. Who'd have thunk ice would be so cool? So, doing pretty good on melons and pumpkins. I might have to end up building something out of those, even though they're ugly as hell. And I did some work over here on the sugar hospital, and I had to add these backsplashes. So, as you can see here as well, this is now, there's ice in all of the channels here. And when you watch it come down, I mean, it takes almost no time at all now for us to collect all of this. Now, I had to add these backsplashes because it's actually kind of quite comical how it worked out. The ice accelerates the flow. I think I have way too many. Yeah, I'll take this with me. The ice accelerates the flow of the drops so quickly that they were falling over here. Like they were shooting out from the top and they were firing. I mean, the items were firing out and falling down into this area. So I had to add those backsplashes so that they would all channel down in. But it definitely makes it faster. I mean, before I was hitting the button, heading over to the melon farm, collecting melons, coming back and getting these because it took so long. So it is really cool that we have ice now, and I'm sure there are other things that I can do with it. But for now, that's what I've come up with. I found that I absolutely have an addiction to hoarding items. I want them all. So now I've started to hoard sand or not sand as much as, pardon me, sugar is my new addiction. I want to have a lot of sugar, and I don't know exactly why it is that I want to have a few double chests full of sugar. Where did I put the sugar? Is it down here? Hello, sugar. So I've been making the sugars like so with the extra cane because I just have a lot of books now, and I just don't really need any more bookcases. So yeah, now we're gonna start collecting sugar. Where are my plants? Oh, there they are. And errors. I know, guys. I know. You've been bad though. You're constantly bad. So, Cobblestone Park, we have the new gazebo. We got ice in and amongst all of the things that we need to have it in. The elevator you can look down in and is working. And now we have the new gazebo as well. So, I think it's a little clunky. I always think my builds look a little clunky and could be a little more refined. But it is what it is. And addition into the world, and I think it looks cool. I like how we've kind of continued the road a little bit, but it's inside the park. I think that looks rad. So now we're going to be talking about enchanting and stuff like that because, as you can see right now, I have 30 levels, and I got that today just from lighting those caves up and kind of just doing work. So every time that I put a bunch of cobble into the furnaces that I have, and every time that I grabbed that I got some XP, and each time that I was down inside the caves and I was collecting items down there and harvesting coal and stuff like that, I was collecting XP. So normally getting to level 50 would involve me going to the boot and sitting there for a while. Like, I mean, it was a good amount of time. Do I have some gold in here? I have more. So you can see I got like a level off of that right there. But it involved me doing all that kind of just sitting and AFKing. And now it's kind of neat because I'm still going to be doing some of that stuff. Like, I want XP on demand, but I also have... Oh, we need to get some stuff. I also have... I think... I have totally lost my train of thought. So... yeah, I want XP on demand, but we also have the option of just kind of like doing stuff to get XP, and I think that that's cool, that you don't have to spend that time AFKing. I hope that completes my original thought. But yes, I wanted to do something nice because I have some bad news. And the bad news is that Cobble and Tango Down now have both passed away. So, I was down exploring in the caves, and Tango Down, the naughty kitty, came to visit me. And while I was there, he drowned. He drowned in water. And so, I think that we're going to use some cobble for Cobble, and then for Tango Down, we won't use a diamond block. What kind of block should we use? We'll use a steel block for Tango Down. And we're going to make graves to bury our friends that I've moved on to a better map. Where did that just happen? Okay, yeah, I just did that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So I don't know where. Well, I think I have an idea of where. And so I thought maybe up in this area on the hill overlooking the canvas is where we would lay our pets to rest. So I'm going to meet you up there and we'll say our farewells. So here we are, guys. Going to lay our lost friends to rest. Here lies Cobble. A good dog. Here lies Tango down. Naughty kitty. Farewell, good pets. Ki.